A lot of people say that desexualizing your brain, learning how to control your dopamine and all of this psychological stuff is the key, the literal physical key and mental key to success. As long as you put this in, twist that, you will be successful. So in today's video, by the end of this 15 maximum minutes, you will understand how to actually go on and quit everything you want to quit in life and actually become successful. So without wasting much of your time, let's see what I have drawn over here. So this is my shitty drawing of a brain. I tried to make it as realistic as possible, but just imagine this is the brain. This is the brain, and you may be asking right now, okay, cool, but what is this weird sidebar next to the brain? Well, this sidebar is basically the stimulation sidebar, the stimulation points. So that's why it says SP, stimulation points. That's what it stands for. So what are these points? You see, the brain has 100 of these points, and the brain wants all 100 to be fully high every single day whenever you live throughout the day. It wants to be stimulated. Your brain wants to be stimulated, wants to have fun, wants to have some sort of activity going through it so that you can actually feel alive, happy and fulfilled. Now, the problem is, not all activities give the same amount of stimulation points. Not all activities actually will give you the same amount of points so that you can actually do the math and still do the work every single time. You see, if you had a choice between getting a cookie that tasted very sweet, very nice, very awesome, and a cookie that was literally so not sweet that it almost tasted like bread, you would of course choose the sweet cookie because it tastes nice, better. It tastes so much better than the weirdly bland Swedish cookie that doesn't even feel like a cookie. If you had a choice to take $1 and $1 million for free, a logical decision would be to take the $1 million, and your brain decides to take the $1 million every single day. Now you may be thinking, okay, but that's very smart and all of that. Your brain cannot distinguish though between instant and delayed gratification. If you take the cookie with extra sugar inside, which tastes very awesome, you may feel good right now, but later on you will feel pain. You will feel horrible because right now you ate the cookie, you feel amazing, your tongue is literally melting from how good this tastes, and you want more of it, you're craving more of it. This craving arises. But that's only temporary for, let's say, maximum. I'm talking maximum 1 minute. The second minute, the third minute, that sweetness will slowly turn into some weird sourish taste in your mouth, which you want to brush your teeth for because you don't want that inside your mouth. And the longer you eat the cookies, the more and more your future gets skewed. Now you become fat, you develop eating disorders, you can't catch a breath from eating unhealthy food, and soon enough you even develop type 2 diabetes. So instead of doing what everybody does and choosing the instant gratification, we need to distinguish the delayed gratification. So as you can see, I have written down some things over here, and I'm gonna list them out as to what they are. You see, the first one is fapping. You know what happens when you fap. Literally, imagine right now you fap for the following 50 years and you lose motivation for everything because fapping feels so nice, so good. In reality, fapping could give you, let's say, a big amount of stimulation points. Let's say 50 stimulation points on fapping. That's awesome, right? For your brain. But long term, you might end up living under a bridge because you would rather fap than even work a 9-to-5 job. So in reality, it is an instant gratification. Now, what about a movie? A movie now and then it's okay, but if you watch this every single day, it will become so fun, it will consume you, and it will literally ruin your life long term. Just think about what would happen if you had watched movies every single day from morning till night, you didn't do the work that you were supposed to do, you didn't go to the gym, you didn't eat healthy, you just ordered Uber Eats and just stayed at home, watched movies. Long term, 50 years down the line, you may have held a job, but soon enough, you might be even dead because of eating disorders, health issues, and even worse, mental health issues because you haven't found yourself a wife. So in reality, a movie could easily give you, let's say, 40 points. But it's also an instant gratification activity. Smoking. I have never smoked, but I'm guessing it's the similar thing. Long term, if you smoke, you will ruin your life. You will get lung cancer. You will literally kill yourself if you smoke 50 years down the line. So in reality, smoking can give you, I don't know, I think it's very addictive, so let's just give it 50 points. But again, it's an instant gratification. Now, the interesting part comes down when it comes into the good habits. So far, everything from here was in the instant gratification category. In the second category, we have the delayed gratification. What is the gym? You purposefully choose to put pain upon yourself right now so that you can feel pleasure later on. Today, you will go to the gym, spend 1 hour exercising, let's say, back or chest or whatever you're exercising. You put stress upon your muscles. You tear them apart only for later on to feel pain. Tomorrow, you will feel pain. The day after, if you train that hard, you will feel pain. But long term, if you exercise for 50 years, you will look like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you will feel so proud of yourself. Your health will be through the roof. You will look insanely good. Whenever you strip yourself naked in the mirror, you will just look at yourself and think, God damn, man. God damn. If I was a woman, I would fuck myself. Because you look so good and a woman simply cannot resist you anymore because you look presentable. And whenever men see you, they can see that you have put actual effort inside this world. The problem with this is that going to the gym is only giving you about, let's say, 15 points, which is nowhere near as good the things above. Now the thing is, this is a delayed gratification activity. And if you continue doing it, you will experience the actual reward from it, which is far bigger than fapping, smoking, or whatever you can do right now for the present moment. When it comes down to reading may be even worse than the gym. You may get, let's say, only about 5 stimulation points from reading. It's so boring to you for some reason. But long term, if you read every single day, just 10 pages every single day, long term you will become so damn smart to the point where you can create any business, teach whoever you want, understand whoever you want, and basically be the king of this world. So in reality, this is a delayed gratification. Working is also something like that. Working can give you, let's say, up to 20 stimulation points. Working, if you work every single day upon your business or whatever you want, for 50 years down the line, you will have a successful company. And that's a fact. This is also a delayed one. If you socialize every single day, you will have a ton of friends long term. So socializing may give you, let's say, 25 points, but it's also a delayed one. The good one, a good example is cold showers. Cold showers can give you, let's say, 40 points because they feel so good later on. So, in reality, the things that actually will progress you later on, the second group, the delayed gratification, always begin with pain and move to pleasure, while the habits above start with pleasure but end up with pain. So now that you understand this, you need to slowly replace this bar for this. You need to replace these habits for these ones. It will be hard in the beginning. It will be really hard because, as you can see, fapping gives you 50 points while going to the gym only gives you 15. So that's 45 points of gap. So what can you do? Go to the gym and do something else as well. Perhaps take a cold shower, because that will give you, let's say, 40 more points. Now you're up to 55 points. Now you're up to 55 points because you did a cold shower and went to the gym. But you still have space and you still want to be even more stimulated. So what's the next thing you can do? Let's say you have work to do. Go and work. That gives you 20 more points. So 20 more points later, you will feel kind of better, because now you're on to 75, but you still have 25 more points that you want to fill up. So your brain, you can imagine it like a kicking, screaming child, and it will not stop until you have actually given it what the child wants. So now that you understand this, you still need to fill up those 25 points. What can you do? You can go on and read for 5 points, but you still have 20 more. Well, what a surprise! Socializing gives you 20 more points, just enough, just the right amount of stimulation points for you to actually feel fulfilled for the day. So go outside and speak with some people, make some new friends, perhaps go on a date with a girl, or go on and hang out with your boys. Just do something that will get you there. And now out of a sudden, you implemented all of these habits, all of these ones, plus cold showers, so that you can do this here. While up here, you have fapping, which takes 50 points away from you. You have, let's say, movies, which also take 14 points from you. Then perhaps you fap again. You lose some more points. Then you also, let's say, eat some junk food. That also gives you so many points. And then at the end of the day, you did 3 activities, just 3 activities, which didn't even benefit you long term. And you feel fried, you feel depressed, you feel like shit, and you don't know why you're alive. So now that you understand this, which would be the wiser decision? You already know this. Now that you know that your brain is like a kicking, screaming child, and it will not stop until these brain points here, so stimulation points, are at max, at 100. Every single day you wake up, start off with something great. Start off with, let's say, a cold shower. Then meditate. That also gives you some points. Then go on. Maybe go for a run. Work on your business. Read. Educate yourself. Stimulate yourself in a good way. Go to the gym. I know you don't want to hear this. Many people have already clicked off this video because this is the meat. This is the good part of the video, where I tell you what you need to do. I know it sounds hard, terrible, you don't want to do this. If you want to be something in life, there is no other way. So this is what you need to do. Go on, replace the instant gratification habits for the delayed ones completely. Just erase these from your life, and your entire life will get easier. And sooner or later, your brain will start to love these habits over here. So now that you understand this, to hold you accountable, click the first link in the description and join my community, where you will find the same people that have watched this video and also other videos from this exact same channel, so that you can hold yourself accountable with these people inside.